Welcome everybody to the October market update. We're starting this month's update with the interest rate chart we saw last month. Rates were at this all-time bottoming low of a one-year chart. And waiting on the Fed announcement. Fed cut rates 0.5% like expected. However, mortgage rates went up over the last month, a little over 0.5%. So this is one of the most drastic moves higher we've seen all year, but you got to keep in mind this comes on the tail end of 3 months of just straight down. So rate volatility is affecting the week-to-week market temperature in Central Oregon. So like the market temperature was really hot when rates were going down, and it's been really cold when rates are going up. But like the net effect is really not substantial to someone's monthly payment, but it's just market psychology. So this is something to keep an eye on. We are expecting this downtrend to continue into 2025. The volatility on a week-to-week, month-to-month basis is something you want to pay attention to. Mortgage rate projections are into 25. Rates are lower. This is kind of setting us up for a bounce back year next year. Hopefully the year after an election is a up year in appreciation, and it's an up year in number of transactions. So a lot of folks are looking forward to that environment to be able to either get a home sold or to see more inventory available to transact, as well as lower rates. Beacon report this month, okay, a lot of it's unchanged. We're going to look at some of the charts. Two things I want to point out. One, inventory is down for the first month in a while, and we see a lot of listings pulling off the market to try again next year. So it is seeing inventory come down. The other one is 148 total closings last month. Now, those closings go quick, relatively, about a month. 148, keep that number in mind as we look at this next table. This is the active listings for sale. There's almost 600 homes for sale, but only 148 closed. So that means a quarter of the homes are selling and 3/4 are not. And those 3/4 and so the active ones, that these are not sold, not pending, 73 days on market. So there is a tale of two markets, and we're seeing of these 600, over half have changed price, and they've changed price by 6.5%. Another interesting chart is this price per square foot chart. 371. This is nearly as high as we've seen in the last 3 years on closing price. So the homes that are selling, they're not selling at this huge low price, but they are best quality, best price in their category. And then remember that ratio. So a quarter of the homes are selling each month. That means 3/4 are not. And so it's two different camps. It feels completely different whether you're in where our house is selling camp or our house is not selling, but they feel completely different. One thing I want to draw your attention to is the seasonality of price per square foot. Price per square foot bottomed last February, and that was for deals negotiated in mostly January. So like we're coming into this time of year when prices tend to decline. Look at last September was this little tick, boom, uptick, and then it just slowly went down for 6 months. Well, let's look at the year before. September, they had this little burst of life, and then down into February, and then increase for spring. So right now, if you're a seller, the question you want to ask yourself is, do I want to hold out through this decline and wait for prices to come back up next spring? Or do I want to get ahead of this decline and make my move now? And that's really a personal decision. You know, it depends on time of year, what your family situation is, what you want to be doing. And so it's an individual thing that involves a lot of reflecting on what is the best situation for you. And the same way when you're on the buy side, you're negotiating with these folks, it's situationally dependent. There's no two buyers and sellers that are the same. And so it's important to learn about the folks that you're negotiating with. Inventory chart, it's nice to see this come down just a little bit. It's because we've been on such an uptrend. And I think that this is prime shopping for a buyer to have this many months of inventory to choose from. It kind of reduces some of the stress, and it creates a little bit of time to assess and get to know the options before making a decision. Days on market, we're staying steady here. Seasonally, we are about to enter this period of time when days on market goes up typically. So we'll be curious to see how this plays out over the coming 6 months. Bottom line this month, we've got a really nice soft fall market happening right now. There are select opportunities all over the place, and I think there will continue to be for the coming 6 months. Rates are up a little from a 2-year low. They're still in a downtrend. When rates go up, it's a great time to be the only buyer in town. When rates go down, it's a great time to be aggressive with your offers because there's more buyers in town. Sellers do need to be patient right now if you can afford to be. And if not, then making the decision to be aggressive sooner is going to be more beneficial because as we saw on the charts, time kind of goes on, the market gets softer into winter. And then that's assuming sellers are already best quality, best price, which is important in this market. All this talk of numbers and data, though, the real crux of this for us and our team is how will you paint your family's story through real estate? We care mostly about the story. What is going on that's causing the move? How can we, learn more about the story and be a part of helping you find that dream of what you're looking to accomplish? It's not just walls and carpet. It's about what the family or person or individual does with the home, how that's going to fit into their life story over the coming years. So that's what excites us about this. And usually when the market slows down, we get more time to learn about those stories, more time to connect with our clients. And so if you or anyone you know is having an issue, like consult on your real estate journey, your dreams for this fall or for next year or beyond, myself or anyone on the team will be happy to consult.